Hey guys, Mike Pytel here. We're inside the ECX scooter shop, of course. So right now, what I've got in front of me, in case you haven't seen on Instagram yet, this is Indu the Trick Scooter. These are a very small, aimed for a younger rider trampoline scooter. It's got a full foam deck and then very lightweight aluminum handlebars, and it's all put together in a very interesting and unique way to be the safest and most fun way to train and practice on your trampoline or inside on a carpet. So I got 2 boxes of these imported from Finland, which is where they're based, and they sold out pretty quick on the website shopecx.com. So just got back from FedEx, picked up the restock, and with the restock I also got, in this box, is the XL size handlebar risers. So, because the handlebars on here are, they're pretty small. So the new handlebars I think are about 5 inches taller, so a little bit better for somebody my size or for any taller rider out there. These handlebars on here we'll kind of go through in a little bit with a tape measure and give you a full rundown of this thing. But before that, let's go ahead and unbox the restock. Alright, so let's do that last. Let's go ahead and cut open Alright, so these scooters come fully disassembled in the box here. Each one, we got this nice fancy little Indu sticker right there. And then you get an instruction manual on how to assemble it. Now this scooter, it does require some assembly, but it's nothing that you can't handle. All you need is an Allen key and a Phillips head screwdriver. And then inside here, we've got the foam deck all lubed up for the headset assembly. And this is our crossbar where you'll put the grips on. This piece right here is kind of like the equivalent of your clamp. It kind of holds it all down, kind of like your compression system in a sense. You've got a bag of hardware right here and our regular little handlebar. Like I said, I have in that box all of the XL size if you need a taller handlebar. So overall, this entire scooter is about 1.6 pounds. So if you compare that to a normal scooter, that's anywhere around 6 to 15 pounds, depending on what kind of style scooter you got. This thing is a paperweight. I mean, it's nothing. It definitely is a unique thing. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna pull these the rest of the way out, and then we will build one up and give you the full rundown. So another thing to mention with these, pretty much if you place an order on the website for one of these, I ship it out as fast as I can with USPS priority mail. So that means no matter where you are in the United States, you can get this thing super quick. If you're on the East Coast, like the shop here, I can have it to you in just a day or two. Average shipping time is probably about 2 days after I ship it out. And if you're on the West Coast, I can usually have it to you in about 3 days. Sometimes faster, sometimes there might be a delay, but no matter where you are or when you get it, I can get it to you pretty quick. I subsidize my shipping, so no matter where you are again too, you're gonna pay just about $8 for the shipping of this thing. Whereas in reality, for example, I just shipped a bunch out to California and Arizona. It usually costs me closer to $20-some to get it there with the priority mail that I do, but I don't mind spending a little bit of money to help you guys out and get it to you nice and fast so you can get this thing unboxed and built up as quickly as possible. So in this box here, I haven't actually seen these yet. These are what they call the riser bars. It's essentially just the XL size. They should be about 5 inches taller than the regular handlebars. So, interesting, alright. It looks like each one comes with a sticker. Oh, it comes with the sticker on there. Alright. So, let's compare the riser to the standard handlebar size. Oh, it's a good amount taller. Alright, so lining that up, Yeah, that's about 5 inches, 5 or 6 inches. Let me grab a tape measure. We'll measure this, compare that. If you do want the taller handlebar, it is only a $10 upcharge to go ahead and get this additional piece. That is definitely worth it if you're a taller guy like me. So let's line these guys up. And yeah, so that's about 6.5 inches taller that it's going to be. The regular Indu scooter, it's about 20 inches tall, but the way that it's designed, since the handlebar doesn't sit up in the air like with a normal scooter with the head tube, it feels more like 16 inches tall. So at 6.5 inches tall, you know, you're going to be more feeling like 21, 22 inches tall. But again, too, this isn't really the same as a normal scooter in how it's going to feel and how it's going to perform, but that just kind of goes to show to the best comparison what's going to be best for you. So if on your scooter you ride anywhere around 20 inches tall, 19, 20, 21, 22, you'll probably be fine with the normal handlebar. But if you ride anywhere around 24 and up, you're probably gonna be wanting to go with the riser extension as the additional add-on to your Indo the Trick scooter. So yeah, let's build this thing up. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna show you how to assemble your trampoline scooter. So all done up. This is one that I had here in the shop. This is all assembled. You'll notice you've got this piece right here, like I said, is almost like the clamp or compression system when you kind of compare it to a normal scooter. And it has a very unique kind of headset assembly. When it's fully built up, don't think that it's going to feel like a normal regular trick scooter. It does have some shake back and forth. That is to allow it to be very free spinning, because on a trampoline and the fact that this is so lightweight, it is going to be a very different type of scooter compared to what you're going to ride at the skate park. So you do have this little nugget right here at the top, which kind of holds the crossbar in place. The grips definitely aren't the softest, but again too, that's because they are designed for use on a trampoline, so it is a little bit different. They wanted it to be able, because like I said, you're going to be spinning, you know, way more dry flips and front scoots compared to a normal scooter, so less friction is going to be more beneficial than comfort as far as this scooter goes. If you really wanted, you could put regular aftermarket scooter grips on there, but honestly, like I said, the slightly harder grip, because you're not really dealing with impact at all, it is going to be a little bit better for the less friction, but you can do whatever you want, of course, when you have it. Coming up, we're going to see our deck length. Like I said, this is a full foam deck, so if you hit your head while you're on the trampoline scooter, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to rip your trampoline. Like pretty much the alternative to this tramp scoot is to take a regular scooter, put a bunch of towels or blanket cut up onto it, wrap it with duct tape and tennis balls and all that good stuff that we've all done throughout the years. This is kind of eliminating that. Let's go ahead and grab the tape measure to give you a quick rundown. Foot space wise, you've got about 16 inches. And then the total deck length is about 20. And like I said, this handlebar height, the pipe itself is about 23-ish inches. But if we're measuring it the way that we measure a normal scooter, it's about 21 and a half, 22-ish. Again, too, none of it's really as exact because it's not a direct comparison to a normal scooter, but feel-wise, this is the MB Prodigy right here. On my website, you'll notice in the description, it has the handlebar height listed, but it also has underneath, in parentheses, it says, feels like 16 inches tall. The reason for that is that a normal handlebar doesn't really start for about, 7 inches higher than the deck. So we measure from the top of that head tube and know that, okay, to the middle of the crossbar, that's about 24 inches tall. Whereas with this, you're gonna be standing on the deck here, and there's, that 7 inches not accounted for. So if we do account for that, then really we're going to be measuring from about here, which is why I list it at around 16 inches feel-wise. Because from where you stand to the top, comparing to a normal scooter, that measurement would be about 16 inches. So it's good information to have. Like I said, you want to make sure that you're picking out a handlebar that's going to be big enough for you to optimize the amount of use and fun that you can have on your tramp scoot. Alright, so the tools that you're going to need for this are going to be a Phillips screwdriver, which is the one with the 4 points, not a flathead. You're going to need a 3mm Allen key, and a 5mm Allen key. If you have tools for your scooter, that's going to be a 5mm is for some clamps, compression bolts, and then the 3mm is on some brake bolts. Those are going to be for the top and bottom screws, which I'll show you in a little bit on how we're going to need to use them. And the Phillips screwdriver is for this compression clamp equated item on there. So pretty much when you order this off my website, I'm going to ship it to you with priority mail, all packaged up in this box right here. You're going to cut it with a razor, you're going to open it up, and it'll look a little something like this. So we're going to go through. You're going to look at the how-to instruction packet right here. Just a nice single page. And then in an envelope, you're going to get a bunch of ECX stickers and some Indu the Trick Scooter stickers with the newer order that I got in. And you're going to go ahead and pull all the different pieces out. We've got our deck. We've got, like I said, that little piece right there, which is kind of like our compression system slash clamp. We've got our crossbar, our bag of hardware, our grips, and our handlebar steer tube. For this video, I am going to be building the scooter with the extension piece because I need a second scooter in here in the shop. So I am going to use the extension, but keep in mind, if you don't order the extension, you'll use the handlebar tube that comes with the scooter. So let's set that aside. We're going to grab our extension piece right here, and we're going to start to put this thing together. Go ahead, take out all the hardware out of the bag. You're going to have two top caps right there. These are identical. You're also going to have this piece right here. It's essentially an aluminum cylinder with threads on the middle. That's going to be for our crossbar. You're going to have this nice big fat bolt. That's going to be for the top, again two in the crossbar, working with the top cap. You're going to have two Phillips head screws. You're going to have this little bolt right here, which looks like a brake bolt. That is the one with the 3mm Allen head in there. That's going to be for the bottom top cap. And you're also going to have one more little cylinder right here. This one is made out of steel and is going to be for the bottom. First thing we can do, go ahead, slide one of your grips on. It just slides on nice and easy like that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this cylinder piece right here. We're going to slide that into our handlebar and line the holes up right here. Once that's lined up, you're going to go ahead and place it into there, and that got a little bit unaligned, so let me go ahead, line that back up again. Take one of your top caps, place it in the top there, take that big bolt and throw that in the top. Now is when you're going to take your 5mm Allen key and you're going to go ahead and fasten that down. Nice and tight. Take your other grip, go ahead and slide that on. So now we've got our handlebar all assembled. Now you're going to want to take this little plastic piece right here. You're going to put it with the flat side on the bottom. Go ahead and just slide that on. We'll worry about that piece a little bit later. But you do want to make sure to put that on before these next steps. Now we're going to take this steel cylinder, the smaller one, and you're going to insert that at the bottom here. You're going to want to make sure that that hole is facing out. Take your other second identical top cap, put that in the handlebar, and then you're going to take that little bolt and you're going to throw that and start threading that into the steel cylinder. Alright, and once that's all nice and tight, you're going to go ahead and you're going to place your handlebar into the deck, and that little plastic piece will just drop right there. Line it up to where the holes are on the side. Then you're going to take those Phillips head screws And you're just gonna tighten them down with your screwdriver. Place the second one on the other side. And then after you have that one mostly tightened, you can go back, finish up how tight the first screw was, then finish up how tight the second screw is, and then you'll be all set to ride. All right, double check, make sure it's all fully tightened up. It's all spinning good, all nice and tight, and we're good to go. All right, so come on over here and we'll talk about the different handlebar heights. This is the regular stock handlebar height of Indu the Trick Scooter. Like I said, it feels like it's about 16 inches tall. And the big boy over here, this is the handlebar riser extension. That is gonna feel more like around 21 or 22 inches tall compared to a normal scooter. So I'm about 5'8" as far as my height. I ride 26 inches tall on my regular scooter. And when I'm standing on the stock Indo the Trick Scooter, you'll notice I'm hunched over a good amount. It's not that comfortable, but I can still have a lot of fun on it. And when I compare that to this new extension piece, you'll notice I'm not hunched back as much. I'm a little bit more proper and a little bit more familiar as far as how it feels compared to my normal scooter. So this is definitely, for taller guys, a little bit better of a fit. And at only $10 more, if you're bigger or taller, it's definitely worth it, and you're gonna optimize your amount of fun that you can have. So, and still with this, it doesn't really add that much weight, so you're good to go to just, you know, have tons of different fun on there. On a trampoline, you can do even more things, so it's definitely super easy to throw things. So that's kind of what makes them so much fun. I mean, it's just unbelievably easy to throw stuff. Thank you for watching this video, and pick one up at shopecx.com.